Yo, 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 what's up, good people? Gamer Dad here. Back again with another one. Listen, man, I had to talk about this one because Ghost of Yōtei Legends, Hell Mode, Lord Saito. Okay? It is the final level of the hardest boss of the hardest content of the game. And people are having trouble beating this. I want y'all to see that I did it, got the purple fit. That fit lets you know somebody completed it. Okay, completed it with my shinobi, completed it with my mercenary, completed it with my shinobi. I said and samurai. Okay, the only one I haven't done it on is my archer. Now builds. You want to see my builds? All right, I'll let you see my shinobi build. This is a shinobi build that I beat it with. Okay, why? I'm gonna explain it briefly and I'm gonna go through it because there's basics 101 that everybody needs to know. Assassin damage. I wanted to kick up with that. I did the blind bomb duration. Ultimate gain, perfect parry window. Okay, you see on the shattering katana, you must put the perfect parry window perk on at least one of your weapons because that's going to be the biggest issue with beating Lord Saito. You got to be able to parry that shadow attack. Okay, it's a fast attack, but you got to perfect parry window will help you with that. All of my builds is on one thing. Okay, I did the Storm to Gonzamo just for damage, but get guys off of you. Ultimate gain is important. I got two ultimate gains, one ultimate damage slot. Okay, and that's basically it. And I did Kurosama damage and well, I actually did all melee damage on the Kurosama, and I just used the katana with the Shinobi build. Katana damage when you do your ult, you use your katana. So that is important. All right. Everything else speaks for itself. All right. In the build, and you can see even all these pieces is not even high class. My Shadows Bite is at a C plus, right, and a B. So it's not. There's still room to improve this build. Okay. Now, the mercenary. Look at this build. Thunderous Katana. All melee damage, spirit gain on melee. You need spirit gain. Okay? Spirit gain. And I use the spirit brew. Okay? Ultimate ability is not such a big deal with the mercenary. It's not gonna but that spirit gain is gonna help you through the final phase where he's hitting the boom, boom over and over and over. And I got the spirit gain on the melee attack. I got the spirit gain there. I got my spirit move damage, and that throw with the thunderous katana. If you look at the thunderous katana, what this legendary does is it throws enemies away from you. All right, and it's kind of fast. Why I don't use this one, the lightning bite, because it's too slow. It does a two move uh, uh, animation that could get you in trouble. Okay, speed is important here in this, and the Mitsubishi. Why I did that? Because all melee damage. All right, you need your melee damage up. You're gonna be fighting with your sword, with your katana up on Lord Saito. Okay, very important. And that melee damage is gonna get your spirit up fast, and he's doing his booms. You gotta be up on him, hitting them and healing yourself. Okay, because you're gonna find that with this level, you're gonna get through certain parts, and then you're gonna get stuck. You get through the first wave, you get through the second wave, you keep getting stuck at the third wave. You can't get past it. That's why. Now my build, which I'm gonna go back in the samurai and go into. I did the spirit throw. Okay, I like the spirit throw. For me, it helps um pick off enemies from a distance without getting up close and personal. Okay, you want to be constantly moving in this fight. Okay, ability cooldown, so my spirit throw comes back. All right, then I got the two maximum. You need this. You need this. Do not play around and think you need something else. Shatter. No, no, no. All that is nice on survival mode or different modes, but for this mode, you need the spirited. All right. And then I did the weekend blast because it poisons, make you more vulnerable to stun. Right. So that's important because um, he takes stagger and stun damage. He will. You can stagger and stun Lord Saito. All right. So that's why I did that build like that. Simple build. It's not complicated. It'll get it done. Mercenary. Your main job is to stay alive. Okay. And do sword damage on Saito. That's it. Actually, that's everybody's main job. You're not gonna beat him being greedy for kills, overextending yourself, overplaying, trying to pick up somebody off the ground. We're going to talk about picking up later. But you have to stay alive, okay? You have smoke bomb. That smoke bomb is going to be critical for picking up teammates. And then when you get the mark and the bomb, Bohea bombs are dropping on you, okay? You need it for that. You're going to save it for those 2 moments. Do not waste it. Back to the Shinobi. I just want to mention quickly what my build was here. Our group vanish. You must have group vanish with Shinobi. You must. Number 1, this is on a 60-second cooldown. See the base cooldown? And this is on 50 seconds. It's going to be available more. Now, class ability decreased. Okay, that's what I went with that build. I don't, because you actually don't. If you have this, you're wrong. Take it off. Okay, you actually don't do that many assassinations in hell mode. Okay, you don't have time for that many assassinations. It's occasional. Okay, now what I have here, I did the decoys because the decoys help. Okay, I didn't do the maximum spirit for the Shinobi because, you know, frankly, I just didn't need it as much. Okay, the decoys help. You can play with the extra 2 spirits if you want. The decoys help tremendously. Shadow Strike, you have to have the 2 additional. It is so important. Okay, because when he's in his final phase, the spirits will help you heal, but that move right there is what you're gonna do. Okay, that is gonna help you. All right, so that was that. And is one other thing I wanted to talk about, super important. Okay, on my spirit brew, look what I got equipped. Healthy, you gotta put healthy on. Okay, increases healing 50% by the spirit. This is super important. Okay, so when you use your spirit to heal, you're getting a 50% boost. That's why that healthy is there. You must have it. You must have it for up close and personal build. Okay, we are meleeing. This is a melee build with this mercenary. Okay, now I didn't do my archer yet, but I'll go over the build, but I'm going to go over the semi-build first. Similar to the mercenary. We are up close and personal in your face. So we got the Thunderous Katana. Katana damage. Ultimate game. Burning Blade is cool, right? For extra damage. All melee damage on the dual katanas. You are not going to be using your dual katanas. Put them away. Do not use them. Learn the katana. Learn how to use it. When you do your ult, guess what? He uses his katana. So when you put that katana damage, it increases your ult damage. Okay, he's not using dual katanas for the ult. He's using his regular katana. Okay, spirit gain on melee. I put that on the Yari. Okay, my ultimate damage. When I do my ultimate, need things to die. So I just put 1 ultimate damage. Okay, I got ultimate gain 3 times though. Okay, 3 times in this build. Burning Blade. My Oadashi has all melee damage, spirit move damage. Okay, I want spirit move damage. Then concussion bomb, I put the spirit gain on the melee. You need the spirit gain. Spirit is important. Oh, throw weapon damage. So this concussion bomb, I was doing double use on this concussion bomb. So I did not have throw weapon damage on it. I was doing that, but I did by my mercenary. So you can take this off and you can replace it if you want with spirit move damage. That's what I had on it. Okay, so I want my spirit move to do damage. So yes, I had 2 spirit move damages. Okay, spirit move damage is important because it's what you're going to use. The fallen lords are annoying. Okay, the fallen lords are a problem. You have to block and parry them and then do your spirit move to get them out the way fast. Spirit gain, ultimate gain, and healthy with the spirit brew, the same thing. Okay, all melee damage. The Mitsubishi is corny ghost tool. I got my perfect parry on it, and the reason why I equipped this is because it has the all melee damage. This, no, you cannot get all melee damage. You see that? It's cute to have that little gun popping off but it does not help to your melee damage. You need to do melee damage. You think you want to do shurikens? Okay, cute. Guess what? No melee damage. Okay, it does not add to your melee damage. So that's why I have this equipped, even though I put poison on it because why not? It's or pestilence. It doesn't matter. You just wanted to add that extra melee damage. This is a melee damage build. Now over here, we got the spirit pull. You're gonna need this because we're not doing a fire build. We need the health leeching. Okay, you need to do extra damage to your enemies. Increase melee damage. Okay, we doing melee damage. This is all melee. Okay, we don't need our abilities cooldown. Then I did the extra spirited, very important. I'm not parrying like that. Listen, and then the extra 2 hits in this, very important, okay? When he's doing his stupid wave, you need to be doing that, okay? Now, finally, my archer build. I'm going over this super fast. Also, it's basically the same principles I got in Power Hunt, right? I got spirit, extra 2 spirits. I got the refill surplus, and I got my ammo back when I do that, okay? I might change this, though, but you're gonna be running around the map looking for ammo. Ammo is super important in this. You're archer, right? So same thing. You building for your katana, all melee damage, all melee damage. Then I got my range spirit gain because spirit is important because I could use my spirit to refill my ammo and then also for my health. So those 2 things. So I got my all range damage, disarm arrows, range spirit. I got healthy. You see, I put healthy on there over I think scavenger was what I had there before to get more from pickups, but healthy is more important. You need health. You need health. I can't emphasize that enough. Now, play styles. There are some basics that everybody needs to know to beat this. Quitting is not going to work for you. Okay, if you quit, then you might as well stop doing hell mode. Okay, if you recognize you have a good team, it's going to take a bunch of tries. It's going to take a bunch of tries. How do you know you have a good team? If most people get the parry, right? If every time he do that dash attack, everybody die, bro, it's a problem. Okay, it's a problem. It's most likely not going to happen. Okay, so if everybody's getting that parry, okay, team is looking good. Do not quit. Stick with your team. Every time I beat it, it was like on the 20th try. No, one time I did it on like the 3rd try, which was amazing. But once you get here, you come right here. Wait a minute. Just don't run and jump in. Team comp matters. Press start. Look at your comp. If you got 2 samurais, listen, it's not going to happen. I've not been able to do it with 2 samurais. The samurais cannot have the smoke bomb, which cannot get the bomb off of them. Okay, it's harder for them to pick up people without the smoke bomb as well. People die and you got to pick them up. Look at your team comp. Okay, you do need 1 samurai. You should have 1 shinobi. You should have 1 mercenary, 1 archer. A balanced team. I've been able to get the best results. Okay, so when you get here, see the team comp. Make the suggestion if people don't want to switch, then most likely they're going to quit real fast anyway. When you start out, if you are the shinobi, group vanish. And y'all run in and knock out those bohemians. Okay? Now, if you're the archer, you could stay back. Once he group vanishes, you drop your smoke bomb, you hit this, and then you start wailing on them, bro. You start wailing on them. You don't have to get a full draw. Just start popping it off, bro. Popping it off. Or you start wailing on them, okay? And then you got your 2 pickups right there, right? So you can drop that right in the beginning. Your smoke bomb is gonna recharge. Hopefully nobody will die. Now, if you, like I said, if you starting off with the shinobi, listen. Like a whisper. Group vanish and run in there and get the 2 bohemians, okay? If you with the shinobi or the mercenary, little tip, if you do this first, once you jump in, it's gonna recharge and you're gonna still have your sword, okay? You're gonna have 1 extra sword. The brew, listen, look at that. Look how that spirit refills. Drink the brew right away, okay? Once you get in there, After you throw this, and then you pop it off again, throw it, boom, and then maybe you throw some bombs at them. Start getting your all built up. You do this again, then you pop your brew. Okay. While you running around, you running this way. You're not running a beeline straight back there. You running to the sides, left or right. Okay. Constant movement. Constant movement. You need constant movement. Same thing with him. He gonna start throwing these off. Boom. Don't run right in. Pop your joint. Now you gonna run in there. Okay, with your katana out. You ready to? Okay. Now, other rule, like I said, stay alive as much as possible. Don't be afraid to run. When you run in, look back. Jump in the air and throw something at somebody. Jump in the air and throw a bomb. You know what I'm saying? So constantly moving, rolling and dodging, and you got to get that parry. Now also, when you picking people up when they down, everybody don't go to the same person to pick them up. Somebody got to have the aggro on Lord Saito. Okay? If you see he's got aggro on you and somebody's down, do not run to pick them up. Let somebody else pick them up. Okay? You got the aggro on you. You roll and dodge. Okay? Second, if you're going to pick somebody up and you're about to get attacked, don't die to pick somebody up. That's dumb. Wait a little bit. Usually you could wait. Now I'm going to go through the phases. He starts off phase 1. You get those bohemias out the way. And then you do some damage on him. And then 2 fallen lords, 2 bohemias knock him out. Then a blue fallen lord will appear. You got to look out for him. Archers. Your job, give your melee people cover from a distance. That is your job, okay? And pick people up when they die. Shinobi, your job, picking up people when they die. That is especially the Shinobi's job. And picking off kills when you can. Your job is not to do major damage, even though you're going to be in melee range, fighting Lord Saito, which whatever weapon you prefer, if you like a Kurosama. But this Kurosama, mostly you're going to be doing, and you're going to be doing close, okay? But your job is not to do major damage. It's not. Build your ult with your melee attacks and save it for when he's doing his little fire thing to the ground. Then Shinobi, you ult and you go in. Okay? And that's it. It's not that hard. Well, it is hard. It is hard. It's one of the most challenging pieces of game content I've ever played. I will say that. Super rewarding when you beat it. It's going to take a few times and stop quitting so fast. Okay? If you did it before, like I have, and I get with a team that I seem like don't know what they doing, I'll get them some coaching tips. You know what I'm saying? Get them some tips. Talk to them. Hey, guys, that's what the mic is for. Okay? Don't be afraid to talk. But people, please stop quitting. And that's all I got. If these tips are helpful to you, like, share, subscribe. I hope you get it done. I'm trying to get it done with my archer, which is my plan. So I can get my purple royal fit. You know what I'm saying? I look good out there with it. And that's it. So until next time, peace, y'all. Good luck. And may the 4th be with you. This May the 4th just passed. Yeah, that was corny. All right. Later, y'all.